The Brownville United Methodist Church had a special service on Sunday as it celebrated its 200th anniversary. 7 News reporter Gage Kilborn talks with the congregation about their long history.
The Brownville United Methodist Church celebrated its 200 years of support in the community. For the special occasion, Reverend Joseph Auslander had the former pastors come up and speak about their time serving the church.
They may not have recognized the experiences that they've had while they're here. To reflect on it and to be able to share that with the people who have created those memories for them is really special.
Auslander also welcomed the Asbury UMC Bell Choir to perform for the congregation and an interpretive dance by Christy Yarnall. But near the end of the service, he wanted to recognize George Yarnall, who worked tirelessly over the past year to prepare for the 200th celebration.
It is nice to get recognized, but that truly wasn't our purpose in the whole scheme of things. We just wanted to recognize this whole church and its 200 years.
The committee also created a time capsule for the event that will hold a book of names from the people who participated in the 200th celebration. The time capsule will not be open until 2049.
We just wanted to explain the last 25 years a little more in detail, but also keep a few of those items still in there that kind of goes back and looks at our church earlier. Just as something to remind people, something to give future generations something to look at.
The Brownville United Methodist Church hopes that this event will spark an increase in its congregation for years to come. Gage Kilborn, 7 News.